video shows 6 of vCalc's calculators that help people do computations and calculations when they're at work, at school, and at play. The first one that I'm going to show you is for construction workers, and it has a library of equations attached to it for everything from working on the foundation, framing the house, and then working on the roof. The user simply enters their numbers and gets answers that are valuable to them at the workplace. Another construction-related calculator is the rolling offset. If you go to Google and just Google the term rolling offset, you'll see this calculator listed very high. And it's a relatively common computation that plumbers need to make on a regular basis on how to calculate the rolling offset for pipes. On another field, in this case it's agriculture, a professor had a algorithm, if you will, on how to compute how much corn a field is going to yield. And he created this paper, and it has step-by-step calculations embedded into it. It comes down to the ultimate calculation, which is how much corn is in your field. In this case, you pick a corn kernel size and put in some basic information that he instructs you how to calculate up above, and then enter in how much land you have, in this case 152 acres, and it will calculate how many bushels of corn you should expect to yield, in this case 61,000 and some change. The next one is a calculator that is very popular in academia. If you go out and Google microeconomics calculator, again, you'll see this at the top of the list. And this is a calculator that simply has all the formulas associated with microeconomics first year of study. Similarly, we have many calculators in the sciences. Here's a calculator for chemistry that has a bunch of different formulas straight out of the chemistry textbooks. And also notice that, like all of our calculators, vCalc automatically handles a variety of different units properly and provides the right answers. One of the most exciting academic collections that we have, quite frankly, is an entire physics textbook. Here's just one chapter of it. This is Light and Matter by Dr. Benjamin Crowell. And this appears just like his free online version, except it has this formulary box, and we'll get to that in a second. But basically, throughout the text, wherever you see a formula, all you have to do is click on the formula, and down comes a calculator with that formula already preloaded into it, and again, handling all of the units appropriately. And of course, as I mentioned, the formulary box, we've accumulated all the formulas in this one chapter and put it in an easy-to-use box up at the very top, which again, click on any of the formulas, and down will come a calculator with that formula already embedded into it, so that the student can do their homework with those formulas right there. So not only is it a free textbook, it also eliminates the need of a scientific calculator in this case. Now that's calculating at work and at school, but we also calculate at home when we're out doing leisure activities. Here's a calculator that someone built on how to properly mulch and maintain a garden. So it's different formulas associated with calculating how much of that material one needs. Then having just straight up fun, if you've ever been to a restaurant or a pub and noticed a jar full of candies, here is a very good and accurate calculator that will tell you how many jelly beans or M&Ms, etc., are in a jar and help you win that hopefully brand new car. Here is, last but not least in our demonstration, is a calculator that will tell you how much the cost of a champagne toast will occur. So if you have 240 people and typical 6 ounces per glass and 25 ounces in a bottle, and let's say you had to pay 25, not US dollars, let's make it euros. It does real-time currency exchanges and will tell you how much that champagne toast will cost. And the inputs have units, but also the outputs will say, what does that cost in Canadian dollars? And again, it does the real-time conversions. So these are just a few examples of how vCalc helps people calculate at home, at work, and at play. Thank you.